YouTube, what's going on? It's Jamar from Vegas Scents. I got a brand new video today. In this video, we're going over a new Fragrance World clone that's actually cloning a very popular private line designer fragrance. And this is Suits by Fragrance World. And you know what that's cloning? That is cloning YSL's Tuxedo. So just before I get started with the video, definitely want to ask anyone watching this video to definitely, if you find this information helpful, go ahead and share the video. Also like, leave a comment, and subscribe as well. And also, please let the video play all the way through, or at least 60%. That helps dramatically with the YouTube algorithm and getting this content suggested to other people. And that's the only way that this channel can grow. All right. So definitely help me out and try to watch the whole video, or at least let it play all the way through. All right. So before we get the comparison, just want to go ahead and show you the actual presentation here. So it comes in a box like this. This box is a little busted, but the bottle is fine. You can see it has the name Suits on the front and Eau de Parfum at the bottom. On the back, you've got the Fragrance World authenticity sticker. And then you've also got like the ingredients and everything on the back here. Up top, Fragrance World logo. And on the bottom, you've got like the batch code and the manufacturer date and stuff like that. This one was manufactured in April of this year. So it's a fairly new bottle. And you can see this is what the bottle looks like. All right. So definitely the cap on this, it definitely looks very similar to the cap on the Tux. And you can see here, the two bottles, the Tux is definitely slimmer but taller. And the Tux definitely has thicker, I would say a little bit thicker glass. And it definitely has like sharper angles and stuff like that. But you know, for the most part, these two look pretty much the same. All right. Now, the main question is, how do these smell? Well, that's what we're going to find out. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the Tux on like my right wrist and Suits on my left wrist. And by the way, the sprayer on the Suits is definitely better. It's better than the Tux. All right, so let's let these sort of dry off just for a few seconds. And right off the bat, man, what I can definitely say is the Suits, no alcohol at all in this. You get just a little bit for a few seconds with the Tux. Also, with Suits by Fragrance World, Suits to my nose smells a bit denser and richer to my nose. To me, the Tux is a little bit more sort of aromatic, a little bit lighter. Suits is just really, really smooth to me. Like I said, it's denser, it's richer. To my nose, the Tux comes off, at least in the opening, just slightly more spicier. And I would say that Suits is maybe just a bit more sweeter. Now, that's with the opening of these fragrances. So like I said, this one comes off definitely to my nose a little bit sweeter, richer, but the main thing is it comes off denser to me. It definitely comes off as more of a dense sort of smell. The Maison Alhambra, like I said, that one just has more so kind of like almost sort of like a fizziness to it, to where it's, you know, a little bit more lighter. It's not as dense. And it seems just a tad less sweet and a tad more spicier. Now, I got this one in, I'm sorry, the Fragrance World Suits. I got this one in a few hours ago. And I sprayed this on, I sprayed it on right here, and I sprayed the tux right here inside of my arm, on my right arm. And the main thing that I noticed between these two was that, again, Suits was definitely denser, richer. And to my nose, the patchouli note in this one was way more pronounced. It really was. You could smell patchouli in this one, but it was like a very, very faint sort of, you know, dialed down patchouli smell. This one also still kind of kept like that sort of, you know, more lighter, airy sort of fizziness to it. Whereas this one, like I said, it was denser, smoother, richer. Like it just smelled to me. And I mean, it's been a while since I've smelled the original Tuxedo. So I do have a sample of that coming to compare this directly with. But this sort of smelled like this would be closer to what the original would smell like as opposed to this. Now, don't get me wrong. This one is still an amazing interpretation of YSL Tuxedo, especially for the price. If you can, you know, find this on sites like fragrancepie.ca or tripletraders.com, you normally can get this fragrance from, you know, anywhere from about probably $20 to $30. Whereas with this one, Suits, the only place that I've seen this one, you know, being sold at is the Oud store. And this one ran me like $55. All right. So this one is definitely more expensive. But I believe this one, I think, is only like a 90 ml, and this one is 100. So you do get a little bit more juice with this. And like I said, to my nose, this actually smells even higher quality than what the Tux does. So definitely, man, I would have to say that, to my nose anyway, this one does smell better than the Tux. Again, I do have the sample of YSL Tuxedo coming in, so I'll have the comparison video coming out pretty shortly for that one. But if you're looking for the ultimate YSL Tuxedo clone, or the one that, you know, I guess smells the richest, you know, the most densest, and I would even say that has probably the most longevity, because I could definitely tell between these two that the Suits by Fragrance World, I can tell that this has more longevity than the Tux does. And I mean, the Tux, I think I got pretty decent longevity out of this, like 7 hours or so. So, I mean, just going off of what I'm smelling, you know, in the dry down between these two fragrances so far today, I can tell this one definitely has more lasting power for sure. All right. So let me know, have you smelled this particular fragrance by Fragrance World? Also, have you smelled this, and have you smelled YSL's Tuxedo? And let me know how well you think that these two compare. All right. So again, if you find the information in this video helpful, definitely let the video play all the way through. Share the video, leave a like and comment. Also subscribe to the channel. All right. So that's Jamar from Vegas Scents. I'll see you on the next video.